You want to start farming, you want to own a little bit of land, here's the template. Hello friends, first thing you want to do, find something that produces $2,000 a year worth of farm income. That's 1 locker beef, that's 2 stocker calves, 10 sheep, a little patch of sweet corn. Immediately start filling out a Schedule F to lower your tax burden from your town job. After 3 years, you can take that Schedule F and go into FSA and say, I am a new farmer. I want to buy a piece of land. And what you're looking for is a little homestead where you can live that doesn't cost any more than where you live now. Whether you're renting or own, go find something that's the same price or lower, and you have a home base for your farm operations, you own a little bit of land. Now within that farming operation, your goal is to produce a 30% profit. So let's say you have $10,000 worth of X, cattle, sheep, whatever. Your goal is to lower your tax burden by 10%, so $1,000 off your town tax burden. Your goal is to make 10% off your labors, which you will reinvest in the farm, and then your goal is to increase your inventory through good husbandry by 10%. So if you have a little $10,000 enterprise and you produce 30% increase in size, right? In 2.5 years, you'll be at 20,000. In 5 years, you'll be at 40,000. In 7.5 years, you should be at 80,000. And in 10 years, you should be at about $160,000 of farm assets while you're working in town. Now you can jump in at any time, and if you've been farming for 6 years and you have $40,000 worth of farm assets, you can just jump right on board, set a goal. I want to make 30%, 10% off my taxes, 10% in inventory increase, and 10% profit. After 10, 15 years, you can have that pizza party at work. And everybody says, what's a pizza party for today? And you say, well, it's Fred's last day. He's going to go farming. Now, as you go on this journey, there's going to be setbacks. There's going to be plateaus. I'm going through one right now. I bought a Kenworth for about $50,000 3 years ago so I could get a big brewer's grain contract. It's something that will pay dividends down the road. It's just getting paid off, but I have not, I haven't been able to expand my cattle business since then. Barely been able to maintain, do maintenance on my Bobcat and maintain a cattle herd. And these are just plateaus you go on. At some point you might stop and build a barn. That barn is an asset, but it doesn't produce any income. But those are just the steps you have to go through. So there you go. Start farming. Do a Schedule F. Go buy a little homestead, something that you're just going to pay rent with, right? Don't go buy a big piece of land. Just go buy something you can live in. And then set a goal to make that 30% on your farming assets every year so you can grow it enough to where you can say bye-bye at work. Hey, I got a little series here you can follow where I break down these a lot better. God bless you. Have a great weekend.